Hi, my name is Faye Nicole. Um, Follow me. It'll be listed down in the description on Twitter at Faye Nicole Too Dope. Um, or you could follow me on Instagram at Faye Nicole Too Pretty. Um, yeah, so that's my info will be all down there on the back. So I mean at the bottom, so you can click the link. And today I'm going to just touch on mothers and fathers, like just parents from a child point of view. Like, parents are so important to you, especially for the African Americans. Like, as being a black um, youth, just period. Like, just youth. Just, like, it's so vital and important at them young ages that you have your parents. If you do have your parents in your life, or somebody who's watching over you, like somebody in that type of view. Like if you have like teachers who care about you, you're with your grandmother. Because I don't just want to limit it to father and mother. Because I know some very harsh circumstances where it's not that. Like even people be like, oh well, it's either your mother or your father. Well, it's beyond that nowadays. It's more like your grandmother, auntie, uncle, cousin, and them, sister, brother. Like it's crazy out here. Like some people don't even have their mother or father. It used to be like where it was like, oh, you either have your mother or your father, or just your father, or just your mother. Now it's like you don't really have both. And it's crazy, and it's getting worse and worse as you grow up. And I don't want to be a hypocrite and be like, girls, listen to your mothers, or take heed, or stop feuding with them, or not like that. I'm not even gonna say anything like that because I know how it is. And it was Mother's Day yesterday, and yeah, I didn't do nothing special for my mother. And I know it sounds bad, and I know it's wrong. Well, it's wrong in the public eye, but everybody's situation is different. And people are like, oh, that's mean, or it's never that serious, or I wish I had a mother. And I mean, I can understand that in a way. Like I can only understand so from a certain point of view to a certain extent. I mean, because of course I physically don't understand or mentally know or can't even imagine because I have my mother. But just because I have her doesn't mean that we don't have ups and downs. And just because because for the people who don't have their mother, I'm looking down like you should do something no matter what. Because I wish I did have mine. Doesn't mean that just because I have mine and I didn't do nothing. Trying to say how to put this. Like, just, it doesn't mean that you don't understand my circumstance, my situation. And just because you don't have yours, you look down upon the other people. That's like poor and rich people. It's like poor people looking up on rich people saying, just because you got money and I don't got money, I feel like you should be giving back to the poor. But we still poor. You ain't helping because I don't see a thing. I don't see a change. It's still poor people in Africa. That's like that being happening, but you don't know that they donate. With them being rich, they do have to. The part of their money comes down and then onto us and our taxes. However that goes. You understand, like what I'm saying. So it's like that. So just because you're without, you're looking at it in a different point of view than how it really is. So how it really is a whole lot of drama. It's a whole lot. But oh, excuse me. Oh, I feel sick. I don't know what that was. Sorry. And excuse me again. But it doesn't mean that I love her less or that I'm being unappreciative, even though it may seem like it. But truth be told, some people just don't get along. You can't choose your parents. And it's a lot of characteristics and stuff is built up, and it takes two. And yes, the mother's the most vital and important. She pushed you out, or she had you, birthed you. She looked after you. She did everything. She's the mother. She's the one who conceived you, did everything. She gets all the promise. I'm sorry. Um, and she gets all the props, everything, because that's the mother, head winner, bread. She does what she has to do for her children, for her kids. She's on the grind. She does what she has to do. That's the mother. Mother is highly respected. Yes, we understand all that. But to me, I feel like um parents that you have to understand your child and know your child. And just because some things might have worked for other children or for if you're like a parent who has other children and some things might have worked or even didn't work with your other children, but you still have your same way of thinking or methods and you think it's going to work with everybody, it don't work that way. And my mother is a very stubborn lady. And I could be stubborn too, but not to this extent. And I don't like being around her because I don't want to become that way. I don't want to. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to have that mind frame, that way of thinking. I don't want a lot of things that I see myself being in her, and it's enough that I have the appearance of her, like physical, like features of her. But to the point where I'm like her and I'm thinking like her and I'm making decisions that she would make and sounding like her isn't something I want to be. And I don't understand why she can't understand since we're alike in so many ways. I don't understand how she can't get it from my point of view. I'm independent. She's independent. She's been like that her whole life. When she was when when she has an urge or a drive about something, she goes out. She dedicated to it. She does it when she wants to. Same thing with me. And I just feel like she should respect my views and my opinions and try to take heed to it. And I also feel like parents should stop having kids in their late 30s and 40s. It's torture and it's not fair to us. It's not fair on a couple of reasons. A, because as we get into teenagers, you're half near a grandmother, if not already a grandmother, and you're about to have that retirement coming in soon and whatever in your 60s, and it's not much time and effort that you can give to us, especially if you had other children. So your energy's worn out, you're kind of tired, you can't be involved as much as you used to, you're getting a little sick. Health wise, you want us to do everything, but it's not fair because we have to pick up on all the slack because we're the baby, but you chose to have us late. It's kind of not right. And and in my situation, I feel like it's not right because my mother wants to be a part of my life. It's not like she never hasn't been a part of my life, but we've never been close, and she's always been busy, and it's been other factors that's been blocking this gauge that I used to yearn for when I was younger to be close to her. But as I got older, I was like, I really don't need this. And I feel like I will do better without her. And a lot of people feel like I am a child and I do not know what I'm talking about. And I can't see my point of views and I can't think my way. But you know what? That's what they say to every great person who has good point of views and who thinks in ways. So I'm going to keep fighting, keep believing in what I write, and keep advocating for my feelings and for other youth who feel the same way as me. And I'm going to keep speaking my mind and keep doing what I do. And continue to say what I feel is right. I feel that I should be with my father. I should live with my father. I should be. I just loved it better with my father. And I had more freedom. Freedom is not the big factor and the key of why I want to be with him. I just had a better way of life, and he had more time to spend with me. Because me and my father's like this. We're like best friends, and he just knows me well, and she doesn't. Me, because truth be told, she's tired out, and I understand it. And I feel like our relationship would be better if we were together, if we didn't live in the same house, if I wasn't as around her. Just period. If I had that space, absence makes the heart go fonder. I liked it better when I was in Jersey with my father compared to being in my hometown, Detroit, with my sister and the rest of my family. It's crazy. is I can't do it. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with family. I'm physically better off, technically speaking, on my own than here. Yeah. And like it's getting to the point where I can't function. She's taking away my identity, who I am, what I stand for, and all of my energy. She's basically she's turning me into what her kids have turned her into. Drained out, worn out, tired, and stressed. And I'm clearly too young for that. I'm only 15 and a half. I'll be 16 this year. And do you think I need stress? Like, no, just not working. I can't do this. I can't put up with the mood swings, the constant, like my mother's very old fashioned. She's from down south. And she's a kill buzz. I don't know. She's from another generation. Um, mm, mm. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm glad I have my mother because she structured me in a lot of ways, and I would have been out of control if I ain't have a few words from her or if I wasn't raised the proper way. But or there's no proper way. I shouldn't have said that. That could be kind of offensive to some people. But if I just wasn't raised the way I was raised, I mean, I do think her. She's not a terrible person or a horrible mother. I'm not saying that, not at all, because she does have some good ups with her, and she has some downs. But right now, at this time, her downs is weighing her down right now, and the things that she do right and that's good about her aren't aren't weighing aren't weighing out right now. So I can't deal with the fact that she's in a midlife crisis and she's trying to get her life together because she takes care of my sister who has um who has got hurt earlier in her life. In 2006, she had acid thrown in her face and left her blind and scarred, and my mother takes care of her. And now she's in a transition of trying to take care of herself and now take care of me. And what she said before, take care of my brother too. But now my brother's grown and he's 19 and he's out the house and he's doing his own thing, and it was a struggle for him, and he knew what he had to do. As soon as he was 18, he moved out. He did what he had to do. Me, I'm not as strong as him, and I noticed that he had more freedom than I did, and she had more pity on him. And the year that she let me go live with my father in 2009, she was kind of reluctant to do so, and but she did anyways. And then I came back the following summer, and now I came back again for spring break this spring, and she tried to keep me, and I'm very highly upset. I'm upset for a couple reasons. I have not been to school in a minute. I was supposed to be back to school since April the 16th. What is it? May the 14th, and I'm not in school. I'm very at the I'm at the I'm at the edge of breaking down because I'm very mad. I've never been the smartest or the A student or none of that in my family, but I've always tried very hard. I've always had the drive and the will, and I love school. I love school so much that even on the days that I really don't like it, I still love school, and it gives me something to do and a purpose. I'm a very orderly person. I like the feeling of having something to do, something in order. I like plans. Like that's just how I run. I just like things to go smoothly, and I like I like everything a certain way. I'm so plain that I get everything. Like when I order from somewhere or a certain restaurant, I get the same thing every time. That's how plain Jane I am. I'm just strictly straight to the point. I love purple. I got like more than 20 shirts that's purple in different designs and colors. Like I like, not to say I don't wear other colors because I do. Wish I could just all wear purple, but that's what it is. But I just like the order, and I liked it. School was a part of my order, and at this point, I'm feeling like I don't have a sense of order. I don't have a sense of say. I don't have a sense of anything at this point. I feel lost. And I don't have my notebooks here. I left everything back in Jersey. I didn't bring anything with me. I wasn't planning on a stay. This was strictly for a break. Only brought a couple clothes. I'm highly upset, highly mad, and I don't know what to do. I know she's trying to do what she can do to help and get me in school, and it's a long process and blah blah blah. But I really don't want to hear that right now. So I've been very attitudey, very rude and mean the a lot towards her, and I feel